Hey guys and gals, let's unbox, build, and take a look at the sports car by Lego City. This is set number 60448, contains 109 pieces, retails for $9.99, and the set was provided by the Lego Group for early reviews, so thank you, Lego. It doesn't look too bad of a sports car. And here's the back. It looks like the sports car's already got some detailing here. It looks like the hood or the trunk opens up, and yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Well, let's unbox this and let's take a look at the parts. Yeah, this is the only channel you can actually see real Lego set unboxings, as we do the whole thing here. Some just skip through that. Now, I'm kind of curious. Well, we got a vehicle chassis. I'm starting to see these around a lot. Printed building guide. And 2 unnumbered bags, so there's just parts in here. Well, no, we got 3 bags. And that's pretty much what's inside the carton. And since they're unnumbered, you just have to pour them all out. So that's unfortunate for us. It's only just a little over 100 pieces. I think we could survive. Yeah, what do I do with the poly bags? When I'm done, I throw them on the floor. Don't tell my mom that. But wait. It's my place. I can do that. Don't worry, I pick those up when I'm done. Okay, now let's take a look here. And yeah, it does look like a nice selection of parts. I could always use these. Remember, I use these for the school bus. And you got your tires. That's these goofy pre-made ones. And then, I don't think I've seen those in gold before. How badly scratched is this? Oh. Lego, you're going to have to learn. I may have to ding a half a point off for that. Yeah. Alright, so let's take a look here. Yeah, it even shows the bags are in number 2. Isn't that kind of not so cool there? Oh, we got the goofy hand things. I may have to turn the brightness down on that. Whoops. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Hey, it's this is for those who've watched this. I am prepared. These are what I call impromptu videos. That would be just as bad, huh? And impromptu really means that I do these without planning. I open up a set and build like what you normally do at home. Okay, so that's what impromptu means. I just do it on the spot, and I just go with it. And there's still people who don't know what that word means. On the spot with knowledge that I already have on hand. And I'm looking for some sand blue pants. There they are. And we got to find a wig now. Yep, let's build it. And there you go. This guy's looking all cool, but he's got a cell phone. Is he texting while he's driving? He shouldn't be. That's a law out here. You can get in trouble for that. Matter of fact, if you get in trouble, your insurance points go up. You know what I do with my phone when I'm driving? It sits on the floorboard. Because I use the iPod, the MP3 off of it. Okay, you take this, you put it in your hands like this, and then you set it on the table. Except, let's tip this down more for you here. Jay, you gotta come better prepared. Alright. These books are kind of stiff today. Now, the problem with these, what I call kiddie sets with the hands at this point, these are built so slow, and I'll show you here after I put these in here. The instruction manuals are just thick, because you're putting 1 to 2 pieces per page. You do more page flipping than anything else. I kid you not. Look how thick that is. For just this little car. See, it's almost like 1 piece per page. See that? It's if you're looking for a very slow build experience, we're talking very slow. Here, we'll put this right here. There we go. A very slow build experience. Here you go. These are meant for little kids. I know somebody's going to comment and chime in on that. Yes, I know it's for kids. But a lot of, especially my buddies who have Lego cities, they look for cars to put in there. And they're well within the adult range. So, oh, and yeah, I'm just an amateur videographer. And I'm not a professional Lego set reviewer. This is a hobby, not a job. So please do not construe it as such. You know, this is just for fun. I have to say that because, you know, I've been getting some pretty nasty comments lately about it that I need to be more professional. I'm sorry, I'm not going to come on here in a suit and tie with my whole Lego collection in the background talking about Lego. I can't. I could talk about vacuum tubes. I have plenty of those. I have more Lego than vacuum tubes, but or in Europe, valves. Most kids today probably have never even seen a vacuum tube. I have a bunch of them. I've been hoarding them up because supplies are drying up. And everything's dinging just because a car drove by. Yeah, if this is the first you ever watched one of these videos, you're going to hear a lot of noises in the background. You know, when you watch one of my other videos, a lot of that stuff has been removed. There we go. So far we've done that. I'm doing more page flipping than anything. Oh no, we're actually doing 4 now. You have to count those too. I don't like the way this book is laid out, to be honest. It's just kind of a very slow build experience. And I will let that be known when I do the review. Well, this is the tour and review right now, pretty much. It will be indexed, so we can do that. And then you take these and you put them on here. And this should be a nice car to put in your Lego city. It'll be a complete build, obviously. What's with everything chiming off today? Okay. But yeah, I've got a couple of projects that I want to work on, but I can't while I have a bunch of these set reviews going on. I'm going to be busy this week. Oh, that's a new piece. Is there a mate that goes with it? What would you use those for? Huh. One of those would work with the 1x4 slopes. Probably not. Well, that's a new piece for me. I've never seen that before. There's a lot of things in here I haven't really seen. Yeah, a lot of page flipping right now. And yes, I have made mistakes on builds this small too. Kind of get a little anxious, a little impatient, and just build it. It's starting to look like a car, huh? Okay. That goes there, and then the steering wheel looks like it sits on the blue plate. You can barely see it. First I gotta find it. And yes, these were around when I was a little boy, and they're still around today. I don't know if I can get that in there. We should have put that in there before. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to check the door. That wasn't a package for me after all. Yeah, you notice on my tutorials, you never hear me get up and do that because my tutorials are filmed a bit differently. I don't film those in the daytime. Like today is the 22nd of December 2024, and it's like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Put these back here. Yeah. The whole intent of these videos is to show you the build experience, and some people say I'm sugarcoating reviews. Not when I'm building them, I don't. So what you see on the review is what you see here as we're editing. Watch the second channel. I'll have the link in the description for that. And it's the same format as this, that we just tackle bigger sets. Some sets take a long time to do, and I just plow right through them. These are starting to become very common now, and I've been kind of hoarding those up a little bit. The color palette on this is okay. It's got a lot of red though. I did a set earlier, it was just black and white with just very few colors in it, and I was just trying to like, okay, I got to get this thing done. Alright, that's starting to get annoying. I should have put all those devices on mute. Everything has been chiming off here. Yeah, as you could tell, I'm thumbing through the book more than anything else. Just one or two pieces, that's what it is. Very slow build experience. I think this is what's going to kill this set, other than the slightly scuffed windscreen. I mean, they want to make sure the kids count. And when I was a kid, we didn't have these fancy hand things. We actually had to know how to count, but they taught us how to count back when we were in kindergarten or preschool. I think I mentioned this in another video. Matter of fact, before you can even graduate kindergarten, you better know your full name, your address, your phone number, and an aunt and uncle's name and phone number and address. And you also had to know your emergency numbers. This goes on the top like that. Looks like that just comes off fairly easy. And yeah, this is before we had phones with contacts. You had to know everything. I knew my grandparents' address, their names, and their phone number too, when I was about 5 or 6. And I knew my aunts and stuff. It was nice because then you can call them up and say, come pick me up, I'm bored. Come home and play with your cousins and stuff. And yes, that was back then when we had to stick the finger in the little hole and go the little rotary phones. You just better hope the phone number didn't have a lot of high numbers, like, you know, like 6, 7, 8, 9, or worse would be 0. If you had a phone number with a bunch of zeros, you'd be there for a while. But yeah, we don't. Now we just add a contact. But how do you add contacts to your phone? You got to know the person's name and phone number to do that. Okay. So they're using this here as the thing. That doesn't look too bad, doesn't it? And you lift that up. I mean, that looks pretty good for what that is. That's a really nice idea. Okay, it looks like we're doing the front bumper. It looks like this is going to be one of those ones you can take apart and mix it up with other car parts. Or we're just doing something a little different here. I don't know. Yeah, but times have changed now. I mean, now a lot of us, I mean, I know my cell phone number by heart. I don't call myself, but I know what it is. And I know a lot of people, oh, I don't know my own number. Well, that doesn't do any good. If you want to give me your number, how do you know what it is? pull it up off their phone. I'm just thinking, that, and I just like, man, the time that it takes you to even figure that out, you could have just memorized it and had it done. I don't say anything, but I'm like, you could have just done that. And yeah. But things have changed. All right. This set's taken a little longer than I thought. But yeah, and this snaps right here. All right, not too bad. And my allergies have been flaring up too. All right, so what you put in there, you put a loaf of bread in there. I'm assuming that's bread. Toss that in there. I kid you not. That's what the book said. And then some kind of a water bottle or something. Okay, make that and set that in there. I think you're supposed to close that up. And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right. So now it looks like we're doing the front bumper. Sorry, but I had to blow my nose for those who want to know. And then these little transparent clear corner tiles, these always come in handy. I've been trying to get more of those. I need them in red though. But I only have maybe a couple of them in that color. Wow, you could barely see. Are those the headlights in there? Honestly, the front of this just looked kind of goofy. Oh, we're adding more stuff. Never mind. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions here, but yeah. If I knew this one was going to take a while, I would have just put this on the second channel, but well, I'm already doing it this way, so it's here. And then it goes on the front. That's not too bad. Well, we can't do anything about this vehicle because it doesn't have tires or rims, so we got to put all those together. And I will never do the hand thing in my building guides, although maybe I should. And I think they would have come out with some better rims than this. At least with some graphics on them. But I think those are titanium in there. Like a titanium finish, so we're covering them up and put basic black. Ugh. Alright. I'm not a fan of these type of pre-molded wheels, but they're good in a pinch. And that's it for the build. That's where we're at now, and you just take the top off and stuff like that. And that's what we have remaining for the build. Okay, now that's what I call setting up. That's essentially what we have there. And taking the top off this is going to be kind of tough. I guess you just grab it right here and you just pinch that off, I guess. Let's see if our gentleman will fit in there with the cell phone, because that's the craze now. When I was a teen, it was legal to drive while texting, because we didn't really have texting back then. We had pagers, and that was about it. Yeah, he fits in there with the accessories, so you don't have to lose that. And in addition, you got this compartment in there, too, with all that. Let me put some more light on that for you so you can see in there. There we go. That's much better, huh? So you got your little water bottle and your loaf of bread in there. So he's obviously doing some groceries. And yeah, it's a nice little accessory set. You could use this for your city. And stuff like that. But what are my opinions on this set? What do I think of it? Well, if you watch the whole review, you already know. But if you really want something more formal, Let's do it like this because it looks better. All right. So let's start with build experience, and it's slow. It's a slow build. Maybe perfect for a child, but for a teenager to an adult, this is very slow building. As you saw with the building guide, it's just dragged out. For something this small, it took a while to put this together. Build quality is pretty good. I mean, we didn't have nothing fall off on this, except for the loaf of bread and the water bottle inside rattle on. It's not too bad. It's a really strong build for what it is. Play value, I mean, obviously it rolls around. You can put this in your city. This is about 7 studs wide from wheel to wheel. So this would fit perfect on a Lego City road plate. And in addition, you could use these pieces to enhance other creations or make a whole new entire build out of this. So that's really good. So my final score in the set is going to be a 9 out of 10. Just a little bit for a scuff on the windscreen, but mainly due to the build experience. It was a slow build, as you saw. 1 to 2 pieces per page. You were mostly thumbing through pages. You saw how thick that building guide is. And in addition to that, there was no brick separator provided with this set, targeted for younger builders. And look at all those plates. I didn't need one in this model, and that's a good thing, but still, a brick separator would have been nice. But tell me what you think of the sports car.